Fox News Extreme Weather Alert for you. Tens of thousands of Americans facing another freezing day without electricity after spending Christmas in the dark. Widespread ice storms knocking out power across the Midwest and the Northeast. They provided unsafe driving conditions, too, further delaying those Christmas packages that didn't make it under the tree in time. Laura Ingle with the Roundup live in New York. Laura, what's the latest, first of all, on the power outages?
Hi, Jamie. Indeed, it has been a particularly bitter cold Christmas for those without power. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like things will be back to normal for a few days for a lot of folks. Downed trees continue to be the biggest problems facing crews, which have been working around the clock on limbs and electrical lines from Michigan to Maine to get the juice back flowing. At one point, utilities in Michigan reported 105,000 customers without power, while those in Maine reported more than 36,000 without. In Canada, more than 101,000 people. Families who watched the temperatures plummet into the single digits were forced to pack up holiday gifts and get to warmer places. That meant shelters, schools, and friends and family that still had heat were sudden destinations for those seeking Christmas celebrations out of the cold, changing wish lists into more practical requests like this one in Michigan to the local power company.
Santa Claus, bring back our power, please. BWL, bring back our power, please.
Power company there. More snow is forecast today for Maine and parts of Michigan, and the frigid temperatures are expected to keep ice from melting off those power lines and tree branches, which of course could create new risks for more outages. Jamie.
Well, of course, you got to think about it. No heat, that's unsafe. Driving, that's unsafe.
Right.
Everyone's just trying to stay warm. What's been reported in terms of injuries and, God willing, no deaths?
Unfortunately, there have been 27 deaths reported and blamed on this ice storm. The latest numbers show 17 here in the U.S. and 10 in Canada. Many died as a result of carbon monoxide poisoning from people using generators or barbecues to stay warm after losing power and trying to get some heat. We've got a picture we want to send to you, sent in to us from our Fox Radio anchor, Chris Foster, who has had what his wife Kathleen called a cold-cut Christmas up in Maine. No power meant no warm holiday meal. Here you can see people in Maine filling up generators with gas for heat at home. Public officials, of course, again, warning to be careful with those generators for that carbon monoxide poisoning and fire hazards that we hear about. And, of course, roads turning into skating rinks, warning people to take it extra slow on the roads as well. Jamie?
It's definitely the time of year that's a great warning. Thank you, Laura, so much. Hope everybody stays safe.
Indeed.